Hey guys, how's it going? This is Gina with Impressive Glow Spray Tan and Teeth Whitening Training, where my ultimate mission, again, of course, is always to help women, moms, single moms, learn how to build a side hustle as a spray tan or teeth whitening technician and build some financial independence in that process. So today's video is about mobile parties. Whether that's for teeth whitening or for spray tanning, I want to teach you some things that really can benefit your business in terms of spray tan or teeth whitening parties, but also some things to think about in terms of how to go about using this to the fullest advantage. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. All right, guys, so first things first, my biggest advice in terms of spray tan parties or teeth whitening parties is to base your price on how many people actually show up to these parties, because you will get, once you start telling people that you are offering spray tan parties or teeth whitening parties and you post that on your Instagram, you're going to get so many people inclined that think it's such a great idea because you're going to sell it like it's an amazing thing. But what happens is you give pricing based on how many people they tell you are gonna show up. So girls get super excited and say, oh my gosh, I have 10 girlfriends who wanna do this. You get super excited as a service provider that you're gonna make some money. You offer these amazing discounts and you give them a final price. And then what happens the day of the party? 3 girls show up. And now what happens is you're stuck giving them all their services at the price that you had originally promised them at the beginning when you thought there was going to be 10 to 12 girls. So I always say, base your prices off how many girls actually show up and make sure that you translate that and communicate that very well with the person who is hosting this party, because you don't want to be stuck doing all the runaround with travel and schedule changes if you have kids and doing all this preparation and getting ready and getting excited that you're gonna make $400 or $500 at one party, which is great, and turns out you're only making $120 for all of the effort that you went through. Yes, it's still great money, but business-wise, it's not the best way to handle business. So my suggestion is always that if you're going to offer discounts, you only offer it based on actually how many people actually show up to this party. I also do believe in offering a free spray tan to the host, but again, only based on how many people show up. So what that will do is it will be more inclined for your host to really encourage these girls to show up if they want a free tan or if they're wanting a cheaper option for all of the rest of the girls. They're gonna really be more inclined to encourage these girls to show up rather than just saying, oh, this is a price. However many of you guys show up, it doesn't matter. We're all gonna get this price no matter what. So with a little bit of encouragement with the people who are hosting this, that will definitely help make up the money that you really wanted to make in the first place for these parties. Now, in terms of getting ready for these spray tan or teeth whitening appointments, what's very important is that you don't just give the host all the pre and post tan instructions and have them be responsible to send out this information to these people, because of a couple of things. One, that may not happen, and then your clients aren't going to have the best spray tan possible. This is still your business, regardless if you're going to them or not. This is still your business to make sure that these women or men are prepared as much as they can for this appointment, and you never want it to come back on you that you didn't have them prepared. So it's so important to get a list of the girls that are coming or the guys that are coming with not only their phone numbers, but phone numbers, names, and email addresses, so that you can send them all the information that they need the way you send it. If you are a texter with pre and post care information or an email person, regardless. But also what that does is it gives you information for later on down the road when you start to build your email list or your texting list. You get all of their information at that appointment. Sometimes at parties it's harder because there's so many people and you got to keep track of things. So if you can individually give this information to them, it's so important. I will tell you also that I've had great luck with this personally, sending people information, because then what happens is you build like a personal connection with these people. And let's say you have a group of 5 girls and maybe 4 of them are extroverts. They're excited to be naked in front of other people, or they have no problem with it, but but you may have that one client in the midst of that friend group who may be a little bit more reserved, may have a little bit more questions, and it's so much easier for them to communicate those questions to you directly if you reach out to them on your own, and they feel a lot more comfortable. Hey, I've never had a spray tan, I have this question, and it really builds that relationship for long-term client retention. So make sure, no matter if there's 10, 15 girls that may be coming to this, build an individual connection with them, because then also what it does is it gives you, when they come in, they're not so awkward. You guys may have something to talk about. So it's a really good idea to be able to do that with them one-on-one. And then, of course, one of my last and biggest tips is get content while you're there. Have girls take pictures of you while you're spray tanning, or videos of you while you're spray tanning, so that way you have stuff to post on your social media about parties. They can show you actually in the process of how you kind of make this look with your tent setup, your ring light setup, your whole machine and all that stuff, and how it actually looks is such a great way to build content. And then you get to take before and after pictures, make sure you get really good lighting. There's so much that can go on with this and have so much fun with parties, and you can get so much content out of it. So make sure you do that. You can get a month's worth of content out of one party, which is awesome to have in your business. Now, who are you offering parties to? Where do you go to offer that? There are so many places to go to offer a spray tan party, to get a group of women together, to get a group of men together. And so a couple places that I think you should be focusing on is gonna be places like sororities, dance teams, cheer teams, bridal parties, and you can offer bridal packages for that. Boutique businesses, and maybe it's like a clothing boutique, and you can offer a pop-up event. But I will also say that MLM groups, a lot of MLM groups obviously have, like teams, right? And so they are oftentimes looking for ways to bring their teams together. So if you can offer an MLM leader that maybe in your area, and say, hey, I'd love to offer you a spray tan party, a teeth whitening party with your team. It's a great business or a great team building idea that you can have with your team, and bring them all together, and then we can get them some spray tans or some teeth whitening. You can have appetizers or whatever it is, but those have been one of my biggest supporters and ways that I've made money, is offering that for MLM groups. So these are some tips and tricks in terms of offering parties for spray tanning, teeth whitening, or really any business, beauty business that you might have. So I hope this helps. I hope it gave you some ideas of what you can offer in your area to people who are local. Let me know if there's anything else you guys have questions about. Let me know if this helped you, inspired you, and what else you want to hear from me next. I hope you guys have a great day.